A bustling factory floor fades into a serene sunset over Detroit in the early 1900s. Imagine working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, with barely enough time to sleep, let alone enjoy life. For millions of workers in the early 20th century, this wasn't just a scenario, it was reality. But one man would change all of that. His name, Henry Ford. He didn't just build cars, he transformed the very way we work, live, and dream. This is the story of how Henry Ford's vision shaped modern labor and forever changed history. And believe me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your 9-to-5 job the same way again. To understand the world Henry Ford revolutionized, let's first rewind to the late 1800s. Factories were grueling, chaotic, and unforgiving. Workers faced long hours, low pay, and unsafe conditions. The industrial boom brought opportunity, but it came at a heavy price for the workforce. Laborers were disposal, treated as cogs in the machine. Burnout wasn't just common, it was inevitable. There was no such thing as a work-life balance. For most, the dream of financial security or personal freedom was just that, a dream. The system was broken, and nobody seemed to care. But that's where Henry Ford enters the picture. A man with a radical vision. He dared to ask, what if we worked smarter, not harder? What if business success and employee happiness could go hand in hand? Henry Ford didn't invent the car or the assembly line, but he perfected both. When he founded the Ford Motor Company in 1903, his mission wasn't just to sell cars, it was to make them affordable for the average American. This goal forced Ford to innovate. He realized that efficiency was key, and in 1913, he introduced the moving assembly line, a groundbreaking system that cut car production time from 12 hours to just 90 minutes. But Ford didn't stop there. In 1914, he made a move so audacious, so unprecedented, that it shook the entire business world. He doubled his workers' wages to $5 a day and shortened their shifts to 8 hours. Why would a businessman voluntarily increase costs and reduce productivity hours? Was this an act of generosity or a calculated strategy? The answer lies in Ford's genius. By paying his workers well and giving them more free time, he created something extraordinary: loyalty. His employees weren't just workers anymore, they were customers. They could afford to buy the very cars they built, fueling a cycle of prosperity. Ford's revolution didn't just impact cars or factories, it reshaped the global economy. The 8-hour workday, that's Henry Ford. The idea that employees deserve fair pay. Thank him for that too. His bold moves inspired other industries to adopt similar practices, laying the foundation for modern labor rights. While we've come a long way since Ford's time, his influence is still felt today, whether it's in the policies that protect workers or the very idea of the weekend. But let's not forget, Ford's story also carries a lesson about urgency. He saw the potential for change and acted decisively. He didn't wait for someone else to lead, he became the leader. Yet not all of Ford's legacy is perfect. His relentless pursuit of efficiency came at a cost, one we're still grappling with today. Henry Ford's story is proof that one bold idea can change the world. It's a reminder that the way we work isn't set in stone, it can be improved, reimagined, and rebuilt. So, what's the lesson for us? Whether you're an entrepreneur, an employee, or a dreamer, remember this: innovation isn't just about technology, it's about people. Ford showed us that treating workers with respect and dignity isn't just good ethics, it's good business. The question is, what will you do with your time, your resources, your opportunities? Because the world doesn't wait for change, it's waiting for you to change it. The 8-hour workday, fair wages, and the idea of balance, all of it started with one man's vision. If Henry Ford could revolutionize the world of work, imagine what you could achieve if you dared to dream big enough.